Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. We made it through another week. Oh my goodness, it is December the 9th. We are just 2 weeks from Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas and you make crafts and things that you promise people for Christmas, don't plan on sleeping for the next couple weeks because it's just not going to happen because you're late. Because I know I'm late. Why? Because I get on tangents. Yeah, and I start making things that have nothing to do with things that I'm supposed to be making, but it's okay. It's yarn and it's fun. Okay, it is. Oh, so December the 9th, we have another Advent calendar. This is Tangled Poet. It's not another Advent. It's the same one that I've been opening, but it's another day. Yeah. So this is day 9. I'll open this towards the end of the video. Day 9. Oh, it's exciting. So what am I wearing? Figured I would talk about this. This is a sweater I made, and I used the Nordica yarn by Premier. It's a discontinued yarn, but there's a lot of yarns that aren't discontinued, if you know what I mean. So you can obviously use any yarn you want to. This pattern is Flax, F-L-A-X, by Tincanknits. So you got the garter ridge right there on the arm. This is, if you are a beginning knitter, or not even beginning knitter, a knitter who wants to make a first-time garment, or a nice, easily understood, easily constructed garment, or a very experienced knitter who just wants to either relax or use this as a template to add your own patterning to it. Tincanknits is the way to go. This is a free pattern. This is Flax, and it is a free pattern, and it comes in very, very tiny to very, very large. You've got a wide range of sizes for this one, and I've made multiple of this. I've made it exactly as written, you know, like I said, with the garter ridge and everything up the sleeve, and I've also used it as a template. It's fantastic. So I figured I might as well throw that out there. And it just fits nice. It looks nice. It's easy. It's comfortable. There you go. So what have I been working on this week? I think you know. Oh my gosh. Everybody already knows. I've been making alien hats. Oh yeah, Monday. I'm so just scattered today. So Mondays I like to talk about what have I done all week, right? Showing you what I've worked on, what I've thought about working on, kind of a wind up of my entire week. And it's Monday. So the only added thing we got for the Monday is doing the advent calendar for December. Ooh, exciting. And then just going in through what I made. So we know I made a bunch of alien hats. I'm going to show them to you. And the other thing, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have been able to show this, are these fantastic, elegant, my opinion, vintage crocheted gloves. Now, I did make these in November as part of the Hooker versus Hooker challenge. I was unable to show them at the end of the week that I did finish them in November. And then I was also unable to add it to my, this is what I made in November, because I do have a playlist, if you didn't know. I have a playlist of all my monthly makes. So every month, I've made a video to show what I've accomplished during that month. So it's a really good one if you want to go back and kind of see what I've done for the year. I kind of want to see what I've done for the year because sometimes I think I've done a lot and other times I get humbled. So I don't know, but you definitely go check out that video, that playlist, and you can see everything that I've done through the year. How many projects have I made? Do you know? Because I don't. Anyway, so these are something I've wanted to make for years. It's not a joke. I've done a lot of thread crochet back in the day, not as much, you know, as I've gotten older. And part of the reason is you're using little tiny needles, okay? So that's a 1.4 millimeter crochet hook. That's a small crochet hook right there. And which is fine. I've done that before. Well, I'm a little older now. Okay. And the eyes are a little different, and I have monovision. You know, we all have our own things. I have monovision. I had LASIK in this eye, and I did not have it in this eye. So this eye is unaided by any glasses, prescriptions, or anything. And this one I see distance and not real good close up. You know what I'm getting at? So that's what I mean by monovision. So I can close this eye and, hey, things are blurrier and I can close this eye and, I don't know. So it does make a difference. I wanted to do this. I wanted to, for the challenge, I wanted it to not just be a challenge against the competitors. It was a challenge against me. And I've never done the handmade vintage gloves, probably because they have lots and lots of fingers. And I was regretting my choice quickly because of all the little fingers. Really happy to have gotten this done. This absolutely amazing to me, absolutely amazing. And I was able to pull out some of my vintage Irish crochet books and just do one of the motifs. Hubby doesn't like it. He says the black is too stark. The colors that we're supposed to use for the contest were black, gray, and white, which is why I did that. Otherwise, I would have just made it all white and it would have just been dimensional and everything and texture as far as that. But I followed the rules. And then he also thinks this motif looks like a hand and he's not happy with it. He doesn't like it at all. I did baste them on so I could get the seam ripper and be able to take all of those off. I'm gonna leave it, whatever. So always wanted to do vintage gloves. And there you go. So just as an example, the yarn that I'm using is a 2-ply lace weight yarn. And the hook kept getting caught in between because it was two threads just loosely put together. So I was catching that. If I wanted to do these more towards traditional vintage, the yarn that I would have used would have been more towards sewing thread, not much bigger than sewing thread. And if it was 1-ply, I might have been a little bit easier. I have seen the traditional ones like that. And I mean, you just have to have a magnifying glass to see those stitches. So, obviously my stuff was a little bit bigger. Still, it was pretty thin for what I had, no doubt about that. And to finally do something that has been kind of a desire for a lot of years, and I'm telling you, it was all the fingers. I just didn't want to go for the fingers, but to get it done and to do that for the challenge, I'm very thankful that I jumped on board with the challenge and that they picked hands as the project, and there we go. So on my reveal of it, I do have a little snippet video of crocheting with this, so you can see me in action actually crocheting some of the edging, and that's how that was going. Oh, lots of fun. So thrilled. I know we'll at least be seeing this at the end of the month too, because I mean, I didn't get to get it in there for November, so I got to do it as, I'm going to add it into the Decembers. There we go. So that is that. And going from lace weight crochet to worsted weight knitting. That's right. That's what we're going with. And I have been doing the alien hats. Oh my gosh, I've been having a blast. So this one, the pattern, there is a pattern. There's a free pattern and it has this wonderful graph. This graph is 10 stitches. You can knit it, you can crochet it, you can weave it, you can do whatever you want with the graph. The pattern has you cast on 144 stitches. Pretty sure it's fingering weight or sport weight, something like probably fingering weight. Well, I'm using worsted weight, so I did not cast on 144 stitches unless I wanted to make a sweater, right? For a smaller person. Just saying. Definitely not a hat. This I cast on 84 stitches and I used size 7 needles throughout. It makes a big, comfortable hat. It works for me. It worked for guys, It's just a big, comfortable hat. Loving the alien. The whole idea for me was trying to make some unisex hats. And true to form, when I get onto something that I, like the yarn, like the colors, like the pattern, there's just something about it that drives me, I'll go like that, man. I'm telling you, and that's what I did. So I didn't work on anything else. I did not work on anything else this week. I mean, I have projects. It's coming up on Christmas. There's things that need to get done. And I'm like, but I want to make some alien hats. This is Big Twist yarn. This is just simple value yarn. You can use any yarns you want, any colors, any yarns. Well, I had the black and that green, and that's just alien green. I mean, that's alien green all day long. It had to happen. So I've got those, and these are with the size 7s with the needles. And then I went down on the needles and made other ones. And let's see, I had a suggestion to make a purple one with the green aliens. Yeah, there we go. So this one I used size 6 needles all the way, and it was the same stitch count. So I do like that the alien's a little tighter, just a little bit nicer looking. It is a little smaller, just a firmer stitch. Yeah, that's it, because it's still the big twist yarn. So here's the, so I don't know if you'd consider that one too small or what have you, but that right there, and everyone has a different size head, but that is the purple and the slime green. So a little bit smaller. And if you saw the Hooker versus Hooker live, where I got to reveal the gloves, you saw I was knitting the whole time. Yeah, I was. It was an inside joke, but not so much inside. Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming said I knit so much that I probably forgot how to crochet. So by golly, I was going to knit through the crochet reveal. Okay, I'm a little stubborn sometimes. I'm a little childish sometimes. That was it. And this is what I was working on. Oh my gosh, isn't that great? So this is the purple. What purple? Okay, I don't have the purple sitting next to me, but it was this stuff, right? Big twist again. Why not? I have a lot of it. Use it. Have fun. You know, knitting and crocheting don't have to be super expensive. They can. I like my expensive yarn, but I like this stuff too, so it works out. This right here is, they've got this kind of color scheme with the purple, with the red, with the blue, and the green. And I just like, it's just two colors, and it's just kind of modeled in there, right? So I put some of the purple, and that's how that, you know, just a little bit of, and I like that. I just like that, the dark, the light kind of, I think it's pretty cool, right? And then that's the hot pink big twist. So that is wonderful. And I think when I was working on these to begin with, remember when I was casting this one on, I was commenting on, oh, I'm going to do like 5s or 6s or something, you know, for the bottom. And I had it sitting around, and I wasn't sure if I was going to finish it. I finished it. I already had the ribbing down. There's no sense pulling it out. So that is this one. Look at that. Look. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, come on. Right? Right? The girl alien. Yes! I'm just having fun. Okay. This is just too much fun for me. And then, so I had the two big ones. I got a purple ones and the pink ones. I got aliens everywhere. And then I was having lots of fun too for my boys, for my grandsons, right? I think the boys need that. So I made it a little bit smaller. This one has six alien heads around. Right? So the alien itself is the 10 stitches, and I have 2 stitches in between. You can put more stitches in between if you need to, right? Just make it the count you need it to be. So this one I had the 6 alien heads around, and then was it 6 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I got 6. So 6 of those. So what was it? 72? Yeah, cast on of 72 stitches. And I use size 6s. And this is just a big twist burgundy right here. So a little bit different than what the pattern, see the pattern had just this grid like this, you know, so you can do anything you want to. So just a little bit of a border, and then a different, I was having fun. Okay. You know, I'm having fun with my color work. Why not? So a little bit different up there. And I think that's going to be fun. So it's going to go for the grandsons. And the, one of them was over today, and he picked this one. He liked the, bright red. And this one right here is the cherry mix, like this stuff, right? It had that kind of that model, the same as the other purple. So that was the last little bit I had of that from making a knit hat and a crochet hat from the one skein. So why not use that last bit to do that? So the little guy liked this one. So I told him, Nana's going to do some more filming with it, but it's your hat, right? So I'm going to give this one to him. Of course I'll give it to the little guy. And when I was working on those, and I wanted to make a kid's hat, I way underestimated, and I used smaller needles. And let me see, how many little guys do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I thought, oh, I'll just do 5 of the little guys around. So it was 50, 60. So I cast on 60 stitches, smaller needles. Look at this. Look at this baby hat. Oh my gosh. So we have the newest little addition showing up in May, and here is a little baby hat. Isn't that just the cutest? Oh my gosh, that is so adorable. And just did the 1 dot around for the border on this because it is such a tiny little hat. So this is casting on 60 stitches. I think I used my size 6 knitting needles. It made the nice tight little alien right here. Oh, how much fun. So yeah, if you're counting, I made 7. I made 7 of them this week. And my husband's like, are you done? And I went, yeah, I don't want to be done. I don't want, but I think you guys are going to get bored and sick and tired of seeing alien hats. I'm just, he's like, what is it with you? You just get on a kick. I know. I get on a kick and I just fly. And isn't that what we're supposed to do? We have fun. I mean, 7 hats, and it was 7 knit hats in a week, right? And just because, well, I was having fun. And there are aliens everywhere. And then there's some other great suggestions. Let's see. We've got the other suggestion of make the slime green and then the aliens black. And another one, what about a golden alien? I like the idea of a gold with sparkles. I don't think I have a gold sparkle. Well, I mean, I do. I've got this date night, but I don't know if I'd want to use that. But look, that's golden sparkle. Lori from the armchair chef sent me this. So that's a gold sparkle, and that would be really cool with the black. I mean, what do you think? I think a top out of this, but you get the idea. You get the concept on it, right? Like I said, I don't want to use this yarn for it, but I could. I mean, you can use anything you want. You really can. Set those back up there. Yeah, so like sparkles and stuff. I love the idea of the gold and black. I thought that was fantastic. Really liking the ideas with that purple and then the green. Yeah, that's fun too. And this one, oh my gosh. And then I was thinking, oh, I could do some other fun stuff. And then it's like, aren't you supposed to be making boy hats? Hey, even the boy hats I can turn into a girl hat. I got power. I got skills, man. I got talent. I do. So I'm probably at this stage, I should probably pull out and take stock of the hats that I have and what I'm interested and willing to give away. I mean, on this group of 7, my granddaughter got her sweater today. So I will probably, I'll go ahead and I'll post a picture of that with her wearing her sweater. I'll blur out her face because, well, got to blur out the face, but I'll have that, and she's adorable. So I was able to give her that, and she was asleep, so she didn't get to see this one with the pink, but, I mean, I've got these 2 ones with the red. These are going to the little guys. And then obviously the little tiny baby one, well, that's the baby one, right? So out of the 7, I've got 4 that I can give away. Well, I mean, I can give all of them away. I can make more. I got talents. I got skills. I know how. But, it's also the holidays and Christmas, and there's other Christmas things that I want to make, and there's other stuff that I want to do, and I want to make more alien hats. I really, really do. But I really need to stop because I think people, if I continue making alien hat videos, people are going to stop watching. I'm just saying. It's like, I already saw that one. No, you didn't. I got 12 done now. No, I don't. I have 7. But you know what I'm getting at? I'm like, oh, but I'm having a blast. There's color combinations. I've got more yarn. It's a thing. You guys get like this, or is it just me? Is it like the yarn fumes just getting to me? And I'm like, all right, we're going there. It's going to happen. I don't know. Oh. So that is what I've gotten done this week, was the 7 hats, and then able to show you the mittens. So, or the gloves. So there we have it. Are we ready for seeing number 9 for the Advent calendar, the Tangled Poets Advent yarn? Day 9. I'm ready to see it. Oh my gosh. And it's a bright color. You can actually see that kind of through the bag a little bit. That's not been the case for all of them. I mean, so this is going to be a bright one. I like that. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, I'm liking that. That's fading in nice with yesterday's. That is fantastic. Look at that. That fades in. See? Yesterday's and then today's, that's brighter. That's lighter. That is amazing. These are 30-gram hanks. I mean, I have ideas. I want to do a garment, because I don't have like 12 sweaters already planned in my mind, right? But I want to do a garment with this, or something I'm going to use, I love shawls. I think they're gorgeous, but do I really use them? Now, a blanket, on the other hand, that I would probably, a wrap that, while I'm just sitting there knitting crochet, that I might use more so. But, I mean, I guess the shawl's more towards size-wise, like a Stephen West shawl, because he likes to, man, he's a yarn salesman. I'm just saying, right? His shawls are, hey, do you have 4 skeins of yarn? You have this, that, and everything else. Let's throw on the scraps, the kitchen sinks, and they turn out amazing. So his, because they're like, what's it called? A blanket shawl, a shawl blanket. I know there's a mix of the terms. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So he does those things that are like that hybrid cross. You call it a shawl, but it's really kind of like a blanket. That right there, that I could 100% get behind, because I think I would snuggle with it and use it more. And I think this whole beautiful Advent gorgeous yarn, it's one of those that I want to snuggle with. I want to, when I make that project, when I get around to it after doing all the Christmas stuff and the alien hats and whatever else my head gets wrapped around and I just get sucked into, right? That stuff. But I would want it to be used. I would want it to be seen, not just done and tucked away, It's kind of like your best fancy sock yarn. If you're a sock knitter, do you want to put it in your shoes or do you want it out there? And that's why people make fingerless gloves, I think, because you have that gorgeousness and you don't want to hide it. You want everyone to see it and appreciate it. And I think, like I said, this is day 9, but I think this, so far, I'm loving the colors and I'm loving the gradient. I'm liking the way that everything is flowing together. I can't imagine, suddenly going, oh, I don't like the rest of the month. And that's not going to happen, right? So I think I'm going to really want that to be seen. So I'm going to come up with something that is seen, right? It's just that you're proud of. Well, that I'll be proud to play with and to wear and to work with and to play, and 30 grams per hank. Woo, I got options. Right? So I'm going to have fun with that. It's going to be a blast. Anyway, that is my accomplishments for the week. Give me some suggestions and ideas to move on from the alien hat. Otherwise, you're just going to get inundated, man. I'm telling you, I'm having a blast. It's been a lot of fun. So what would you like to see? Kind of take a step back. We'll see what goes on. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.